Hey guys, I'm Clayton Bright with Clayton Bright Design, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this bow right here. You can use it for a basket, for a gift, you can use it in decor pieces, basically anything. So let's get started. Okay, so first what you'll need is your ribbon, a piece of craft wire about 6 to 8 inches long, and some scissors. So first I'm going to make my decision on how long I want the tail on my bow to be. So let's just say I want it to be about this long right here. So now I'm going to twist where I want the tail to stop, and I'm going to hold this twist in between my fingers. And now I'm going to make my first loop on my bow. So I'm going to decide how big I want the loop to be on my bow, and I'm going to twist it just like this. And now I have my first loop. So now I'm going to go into the other direction, and I'm just going to eye it. And you can use a ruler for this, but I just like to eye it. So I'm going to eye it. It looks pretty much even. And then I'm going to make another twist in between my fingers. And I'm going to just hold this the whole time. Now, if you only want a 2-looped bow, you can stop right here and just trim your ribbon. But I think I want 2 on either side. So I'm just going to repeat the process again. So I'm going to take this loop and bring it over to the side that I started on, match it up with the first one, put it between my fingers, twist, and then I'm going to go to the other side, make a loop, match it up with the other one, and then where my fingers meet, I'm going to twist. And now I have my loops. Now I'm going to take my craft wire and I'm going to put it underneath my fingers, trying not to stab myself. I'm going to thread it through my fingers to the other side. And then I'm going to wrap it around the bow where all of those twists meet in between. And then I'm going to take the craft wire and I'm going to tighten it and twist it to hold the loops in place. And I'm going to twist this a couple times. And then I'll trim off the extra craft wire. And now I have my 2 loops, and we're going to trim them after we're done. So how this one's going down, I'm just going to direct this one down as well. And now I'm going to take another piece of ribbon, and what I want to do is I'm going to hide this little green craft wire piece. So I'm going to take this ribbon, and you want it to be long enough because then this extra that hangs on the back is what you're going to use to tie it on to whatever you want it to tie on. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to go in between my 2 tails and wrap it around to the back. And I'm going to tie it on just like that. And then this will be the back of the bow. So here are your 2 tails. These are the things that are actually attached to the loops. And then this will be what you're going to tie your bow onto. Now obviously if it's a larger item like a light post or something, you obviously want to make these longer. But for my circumstance, I'll just want them to be shorter. And now back onto the front, as you can see, that ribbon hides the little craft wire. And now you can make a decorative edge on your tails. So you could, if you want to, you could have an angled edge like this. So you would just take your scissors and angle it like that. Or if you want the chiseled type style end of the bow, you can take the ribbon, fold it in half, and cut at an angle And then you have a little crease or a little divot in your ribbon. And then I'm just going to do it to the other side. So I'm going to fold it in half and cut it. And then just like that, I have my two tails. And see how this one's a little bit shorter? I honestly kind of like that look. I think it looks nice like that. So then after I have these notches in my bow, I'm just going to fluff up the loops a little bit. So now I'm ready to have it tied onto the item I want it tied on. So I'm just going to take my two pieces of ribbon that I used that's covering up the craft wire. I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to tie it onto, I'm going to use a Longaberger basket as an example. So I'm just going to tie it around here. And then if you want, you can trim these, or I'm just going to leave them there. And then I'm just going to take the loops and adjust it a little bit. Same thing with the tails. And then after I have adjusted my loops, I am basically done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content I post, you can find me by looking me up at Clayton Brett Design on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. My links are also in the description. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next time.